Hi, pipe smokers. This is Paul the Pipe Guy live from Rochester, New York, and it's Thirsty Thursday. Thirsty Thursday. Grab that pint of beer and that pipe you love so dear. All right. So today we're smoking my son's Dublin Edition XL24 filled with vanilla custard. Yeah. And my Dublin Edition Peterson XL90 filled with vanilla custard. I don't know. There's something that happens when I open that bag, and yeah, I'm smoking a cigarette right now. There's something that happens when I open that bag of vanilla custard. Oh my God. It just smells so good. Ugh. Thank God. I mean, I'm down to about 4 ounces of it, but then I have another 2 pounds of it in reservation. Two 1 pound bags, all sealed up in plastic, direct from the factory, hermetically sealed. hmm So, how's everybody's week been? Ah, I kind of feel guilty today. Um, you ever wake up, you take a shower, you're going to go to work, and at the last minute you look outside, and it's like dreary, cold, damp, and rainy, and you're just like, man, this would be a good day to sleep in. So I went on to my job has a website or whatever where employees go. And I was like, I wonder if I have any sick time left. And I went on there, and sure enough, I had exactly 8 hours. So what do I do? Bing! I put in for it, played hooky. Of course, you still have to call them. And I just said, I'm taking a sick day today, and I will return on Friday, the 16th. So then you have to wait for your boss's approval, and within like an hour, bing, I got the approval. But I just, uh, I just, I probably should have gotten up and just went to work, but it was one of them days. I stayed up way too late last night, texting my woman, who has finally come around. And so I would have only gotten about 6 hours of sleep, but I did have a couple of these too, a few bushes. So I am feeling a little guilty, but not that guilty because they give us the time, you know. They give us sick days. They give us vacation days. So I took one. Is that so bad? Ah, yes. My poor little, uh, she's barely broken in. But my poor little Mr. Bragg stand-up pipe has been feeling ignored. So after I'm done with these two bowls, she's going to get a beautiful little whatever of butter, or either butternut burley, or I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to put in there. Definitely not Definitely not cherry aromatic, but probably. I mean, look at that wood on that pipe. That's gorgeous. Kind of a weird looking pipe, but it's a cool pipe. It's a great pipe. Probably vanilla custard, since that lately has been my go-to for pipe tobacco. I just, that vanilla custard's so good. Ugh. How many of you smoke pipes and smoke cigarettes or cigars? I got to show you this. I'll be right back. I do have a couple of Davidoffs. And Davidoff is probably the most premium cigar that you can buy. And these are little, I think they're, 48 gauge, kind of like Robustos. I got two of them. My son and I will smoke those. They were like, not too bad. I mean, they were like $30 for two of them, so that's $15 per cigar. If you bought them from a smoke shop, they'd be like $20 a piece. So, and yes, I have my USA shirt on. I bought this in 2014. As you can see, it's been well used. Yeah. Ugh. So I do have to get new prescription glasses because I work in a shop where I'm grinding metal all day, or I'm welding and whatever I'm doing. But they get metal dust on them, and then I have the bad habit of taking them and wiping them off on my shirt, so they're extremely scratched. And my girlfriend works in the vision business. She grinds lenses and fits them for people, and she took one look at my glasses last week and was like, "Oh my God, how do you see out of these?" Well, I really can't. So let's light up my son's pipe. The XL Peterson Dublin Edition XL24. And that is smooth and it's beautiful. Oh, look at that. That's a gorgeous pipe. Super thick walls on it. Oh, she never overheats. You can throw anything in this. Mm-hmm. Oh, God. Just siphon in some wonderful, beautiful vanilla custard. So it's currently 5:52, 52 minutes after the hour in the beautiful downtown Rochester area. Yes, and it's only 43 degrees outside for April 15th. That's kind of cold. Downtown Rochester, the beautiful city by the bay. Guess I should have been a radio announcer. Maybe I will someday. I mean, after all, I was a car salesman. Actually, to start it all back, had my own lawn business at the age of 7. Then I had a paper route and a lawn mowing business. Was in Boy Scouts, ran cross country, track, played soccer. Then car salesman. Moved out at 19 years old out of my house, my parents' house. Then a finance manager in the car business. Then started my own concrete curbing business. Still did finance in the car business. Then sold life insurance. Then got in the quick lube business, doing oil changes as a manager. Then back into the car business as a salesperson. And now running my own business still 20 years later. And I'm in a sheet metal machine shop, whatever you want to call it, doing government work. So I guess I've had a few different vocations. I love this stuff. Can you smell the smoke? Yeah, these Peterson pipes you can really smoke hard. They're every one that I've ever bought has pretty thick walls on them, and they don't overheat. Yeah. Although this one doesn't really want to start on fire, because what I did is it had half a bowl of vanilla custard in it from last night. And I decided to try to scrape the ashes off the best I could, off the top, and load more vanilla custard in it, which obviously has been quite a failure. Thus, so many relights. I don't know, I've tried different lighters. I bought 2 butane lighters, which I've showed you. I've purchased some pipe lighting Zippos that have the hole on the side. Nothing beats a Bic lighter. Nothing beats a Bic lighter until it is dead. When it dies, then you look around and look for another fire source. So I go back to work tomorrow on Friday, and anytime I use a sick day, I just have that guilty feeling. I don't know why. I guess because 27 years in the car business, if I wasn't there, there was nobody to do my job. Yeah. And so tomorrow I'll drive in and arrive there at 18 minutes after 7. Sit in my truck, text my girl, be in by like 28 minutes after 7, punch in, but I'll have that guilty feeling walking through the factory like somebody's going to come up and say, where were you yesterday? Yeah, well, guess what? The company has a certain allotted number of sick days, and you have vacation days, and if at the last minute you choose to take one, well, that's the time that they've given us. But I still have a problem with that with myself. Wondering, it's just like, I just know I have things to do there, and I mean, I took the day off and just slept in. It was nice. So, I guess if you have the time that they're giving you, and the availability to take off that time, I shouldn't feel guilty, but somehow I do. Every time I do that. I mean, we get 7 sick days per year. I get 10 vacation days, 7 or 8 paid holidays, but I don't know. I still have that old feeling of impending doom when I do that. But it is what it is. So we're going to do our other Peterson Dublin limited edition XL90. Yeah, smooth finish. Beautiful pipe. Very similar finish to my son's pipe. Actually, it's almost the same, but he managed to get a really nice design where this one is more rounded and whatever. So we'll light this one up. Ah, yes, burning much better. Note to self, do not take last night's half bowl and repack new tobacco on it. It just doesn't work out that great. No, it doesn't. This one has a fresh bowl of vanilla custard in it. Yeah. Vanilla custard, I think, has a very high sugar content in it. It doesn't really, you're going to need a lot of relights for this tobacco, but it'll be worth it. It's not like butternut burley, which, you light it up and it just burns and burns, or Lane 1Q does the same thing. Or even the hazelnut does the same thing. You light it up and it just keeps going and going, like the Energizer Bunny. Vanilla custard is a very moist tobacco. When you open the bag, it's unforgettable. I mean, you open the bag, you can smell it in the whole room. So my girl texted me and I said, look, guess this Bush number 2, by the way, for Thirsty Thursday. So my girl texted me this morning. Actually, I texted her last night, and I said, "Honey," I said, "You know what? And by now she had cooled down, and I says, "You know what? You're right." He says, "We should be doing more things than eating and drinking and making love." What more does a man need? Eating, drinking, and making love, having sex. What more does a man need? That's the only thing a man needs. But, she wants to take walks along the lake, stuff like that, which is good. You know what? Because if guys were allowed to do anything they wanted to do, we'd be big as a house and dead by 50. Eat, drink, and have sex. Yeah. So cheers to her, Miss Melinda Sue. Mindy is her name. So we're going to have a summer full of taking wonderful walks, garage sales, antique sales. And those are benefits beyond a man's core desires, which is drink, eat, and have sex. Those are benefits beyond that, because you can only eat so much, you can only drink so much, and you can only have so much sex, right? Am I right or am I wrong? Although you can rotate them, so you can just keep it going. But that's not really a life. So this summer I promised her that. And I really mean this, because that's what I want to do too. We're going to take walks on the beach, go to antique shops, spend time together doing things other than what I previously mentioned. Although we will still do those things. And this woman, my God, she's 52 years old, and she's on fire, if you know what I mean. I've never had a woman, and I've had lots of women that I've dated. A lot of women. That would just keep you up all night long. Well, that in itself is only one facet of a relationship. It doesn't make a relationship, trust me. Looking across the desk at my Thompson twins. And in the 1980s, they had a musical group. It was a pop group called the Thompson Twins. Well, I bought these actually from different sellers. And that's a Thompson 528 and a Thompson 529. Looks like they're made out of the same wood, but they're different. very similar in many ways. The stem has that kind of color. Both of them do. And actually, one of my subscribers had told me, I think he said Thomas Cristiano made these, I believe. But yeah, maybe for next Two for Tuesday, we'll smoke both these. Pretty cool. They got big bowls on them too. So, I don't know. We'll have to see. Anybody know anything about Thompson pipes? I think they were made by Thomas Cristiano, who's no longer with us. I don't know. So, yes. So if any of my subscribers know about those two pipes, I'd love to hear about them, because for the life of me, I can't go back and find the original comment about the gentleman, one of my subscribers, that was like, "Oh, I know those pipes." But I got sisters or brothers, whatever, bowl number 528 and a bowl number 529. And when I saw the 528, I had to buy it. It just was so beautiful. Then when I saw the 529, that looked like a twin, I was like, man, I have to have that one. I don't even remember what I paid for them. It doesn't matter now. It's money well spent. But if you know about those pipes, I'm putting out an APB and all points bulletin on them. Oh, yeah. Then we have this other pipe, which was actually made in Denmark. This one right here, very interesting bowl. Yeah. Very interesting bowl. Well, there's it right there. And she's a great smoker. It was made in Denmark. It's bear with me. I have the light over here. It's a Nording, made in Denmark. And it's got flawless briar on it. Oh, yeah. Just a beautiful pipe. And you're talking the thickness of this bowl when you get down there is like that thick. Almost an inch thick. Because that bowl, it's big and round, but the bowl just goes straight down. So this thing will never overheat on you. And I don't smoke her too much. I probably should. That's a vintage pipe. We have our Mr. Brog Consul 82. It's got this little bling that goes around it. Little bling band. Beautiful briar. So I have 5 Mr. Brog pipes so far. And I have 2 more on the way. all handmade in Poland. Yeah. And if you want to buy them direct from the factory, you can, and you'll save a ton of money. Uh, this one I paid like $50 for, plus shipping and tax. But I discovered this seller, which is actually the factory in Poland, and the average pipe is like $30 to $35, top notch, plus $8 shipping. You got to wait for them for about 3-4 weeks before they come in because they're coming direct from the factory. But Mr. Brog Direct, right off of eBay, and I don't know why this guy. I mean, I've watched videos, I've seen the owner of the factory. I don't know why he's selling his pipe so cheap. This guy could get, I mean, for this pipe, realistically, $60, $70 all day long. Perfect briar, beautiful fit and finish. The stem is beautiful. It just flows right down into the shank. It's got this blingy little ring around it. You know. Gorgeous pipe. And, you know, well, I paid $50 for that one, but that was from a reseller. But you can buy them factory direct from Mr. Brog. It's called Mr. Brog Direct. Yeah, Mr. Brog Direct on eBay. Check it out. Anyway, this concludes Thirsty Thursday. Grab your pipe and smoke with me. Hope you all enjoyed this video. Hope you had a good smoke with me. Listen to me just ramble on. Yeah, I can talk. Anyways, Paul the Pipe Guy, live from Rochester, New York. Happy pipe smoking, pipe smokers. Over.